one of the discussions in autonomy and paternalism was, what are the implications of ceding autonomy to rationality? Well, that means if a person is not rational, we have an obligation to get them to the point of rationality again, so they can make decisions and express their moral law within. Der bestimmte Himmel über mir und das moralische Gesetz in mir. So the moralische Gesetz in mir, that moral law within me, is what one ought to aspire to get them back to. What a terrible sentence that was. Anyway. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of HD Philosophy Plays Lives of P. So, last we left off, we were seeing if puppets who are aimless are somehow less dangerous than puppets with an actual agenda. We shall see, right? Alright, so let's pop into the game. Here we go. Yeah, I'm really interested to see where they take it from here. That's right, I went back to the hotel. You don't have to be quiet. You do what you need to do. Alright, let's see. Oh, Antonio? Yeah. It's the mirror of Harry Potter, imagining nicer, younger times, possibly. Healthier times.
Oh, it's you. Come closer, won't you? When you reach a certain age, it's a comfort to reflect on old memories.
Yeah, as long as you don't live there forever.
That's a portrait of me when I was young. I was so feisty, so fearless back then. I loved the world, and the world loved me back. The passion of those days is long gone, but I still dream of those memories. I'm curious what your young eyes see. Is there any resemblance between me and that portrait?
Actually, I do see it in the eyes. There is a resemblance there.
It seems Geppetto even taught you good manners. Yes, those beautiful memories are still vivid in my mind. Time.
It was that right half, obviously.
The memories that fill it are all we have. I hope you're making some good memories of your own. Maybe a comfort to you someday.
See that? Are you gonna try to count that as a lie?
People have no idea so many secrets are buried in crowd.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping me company.
The burden of the past is something you don't want to dig into.
I see you're here. Your lies are people on the outside are still afraid of puppets.
Lie to protect yourself.
Lie.
Find your path. Alright, so I thought I was supposed to get the key from her and then continue on. Probably should have did some backtracking before I jumped back on. Just to get an idea. Because, yeah, I just beat the king of the puppets. Then I went through the streets, right? And they were all over the place. And I think I went through them all. Well, we can double check. I was pretty sure he gave me a key to go somewhere else, and I had to talk to Antonia. Yeah, my instinct, yeah, I should go back to the hotel. I think so. But what I was talking about with culture, I think I brought up the Black Mirror episode before where the person was staring into the past. But there's also a metaphor within that as well, where it's like in the Lord of the Rings, I remember Gandalf was talking about one of the issues with Denethor and Gondor, and how Gondor was building monuments more splendor to the ancients than to their own sons. It's like when you have such greatness in the past, it's almost like that weight of greatness falls on the shoulders of those who are in the present, right? And then obviously the future offspring as well. Now, eventually, if one becomes so great and grand, it's almost like the weight is too much to hold, you know? And I think that's a lot of times you'll see younger people just absolutely throw away what was built now because, in a sense, they had nothing to do with its construction. And anytime they try to look into the past and see if they can be anything, it's too much of a monumental task. I mean, you look at like George Washington, for example. Like, look at what George Washington did in his lifetime. He's lived like 3 or 4 lifetimes of different individuals, you know? The general that he was and the president that he was.
You're going through. The sort of thing you'd read in a fairy tale. Go to Geppetto's room.
See it for yourself, okay.
You should see.
So it's like, eventually though, because the past is so limitless, you know, you can just, well, I mean, it is limited. You can only go back so far. But what I'm saying is, the lifetimes that are lived by the people who were in the past, your ancestors, that becomes extremely burdensome, more than one lifetime can contain. And it almost just feels you're like Atlas, almost like carrying the world. It's just too much of a weight to hold, you know? And maybe that's why some youth nowadays are just turning against the world, the modern world, or the world that it is now. They don't see any point to it because they can't be anything great within it. So maybe that's why they're turning towards victimhood. I mean, maybe they can be great victims. That might be a new way to find some kind of semblance of worth. I disagree, but, you know, you can at least try to understand it.
My son, have you seen that painting?
Did I bring it to you?
I can't believe my eyes. It's almost as if something is growing out of the portrait. I remember commissioning that piece from an artist named
Dorian Gray.
Like all artists, he was eccentric. He claimed that a painting could harbor a living soul. But how can that happen? Just like the fairy tale.
Well, as long as he had his painting, he staved off old age.
Perhaps the seed of its growth was there all along. I know you're curious, so see for yourself.
I'm guessing it's the nose growing longer. How much have I lied? Looks like I've lied quite a bit by there. Can I use what?
You don't remember much beyond Rosa Isabel Street, do you? Ask me about areas you want to know about.
The Grand Exhibition's the next
We
place.
plan to reveal our new automated puppet technology at the Grand Exhibition. If it hadn't been cancelled, it would have shocked the world. The alchemists are there now, working on a cure for the petrification disease.
Dare we hope.
In my experience, they always have an ulterior motive. Remember to be on your guard when you're with them.
Well, that's good enough for now. How do I go to the Grand Exhibition? Yeah.
You're back. I was so worried when you marched off to... It's a necklace from the Mona Charity House.
Many of those children grew up at the Rose Estate, and I hope the king didn't harm any of them. Or don't tell me. Are you okay? You look ill. My heavens. You look... You're changing.
Yeah.
You're becoming something more than a puppet. Almost human. If this is what you want, just keep behaving. Keep feeling like a human does. You might just hold the true secret of Ergo.
Interesting.
I'll use my power to...
Alright, so now we're back to leveling up. Okay, so there was something like a key, right? I'm getting taller too, yeah? I'm old. I'm getting old. There's a friendly alchemist that I know, right? Maybe he can tell me something about the Grand Exhibition.
Stalker, please.
Summon the Spectre. No, thank you. I think I bought them all, though, right? Now I have bought them all. But those are my favorite. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have to find this on my own. I know he gave me the key, though. Yeah, I'm getting taller. Lying is turning me into a real boy. There's nothing of you left. Now, if they made it like a middle schooler, then yeah, there would have been like no resemblance. As a former middle school teacher, I have a lot of students who are like, "Oh, professor!" Well, they don't call me professor, but you know. They're so anxious to greet me and see me. But it's like, they were kids when I saw them. There's no way I could figure out who they are. So I always feel so bad and having to ask, like, "Sorry, your name is?" Or something like that, you know. It's the truth, though. They were kids. So it's not like I can remember them. See, I've been here already, too. Where am I supposed to go? You know, maybe I will walk through. Pinocchio's getting older. And there's a painting that his nose is growing. And I was like, I tried to tell the truth, though. Well, that's the thing. So here, I'll get your 2 cents on this. Although since you're in a towel, you were going to stay away from the video.
You don't know me.
So this old lady, she asked if there was a resemblance. Now I took a looked at her face, looked at the painting. Like I said, it's not like she's a middle schooler in the painting. All right, so there's the painting. Okay, do you see? I'm trying to get an area so you can... Okay, there. So you see the painting? Bless you. You can see the right side of her face, because that's what you're really going to need to pay attention to. And then look at her.
Okay.
I see a resemblance.
They're
Especially on that right side of the face.
both women with hair.
No, I see a resemblance. So I cover this side, okay, and I look at her. And then I look at that, and I can see that that's the same person.
Well, it could be. They have similar styles. They're probably about the same age.
They're not the same
Like, no,
age.
like when the like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like she. Yeah.
Yeah, if
That
it was...
statement made no sense.
If it was a picture of her like in middle school or something, then no, there's no way I'm gonna know. There's no way it looks anything like her. But I see a resemblance.
Okay, so you said yes. You see a
I see a resemblance. And, the gears started, and then they started talking about the painting, and the painting's nose is getting bigger. And I was like, are you trying to say that was a lie? Because I was legitimately telling the truth there.
Yeah.
Not trying to be nice. Although, are they correlating lying with being mean?
I mean, was that mean to say she resembled the younger version?
No, it would have been mean to say that she doesn't resemble it at all. Like, everything that's there is gone,
Right,
but that would have been the truth, and it's mean. If they try to count that as the truth, it would have been the truth, and it's pretty mean. So I'm like, are they equating being mean with being the truth in this game? Is it though?
These pants make me look fat.
So I know like white lies and stuff like that are usually on the basis of, just being rude and manners. And what's funny is she did say, it looks like Geppetto, created you with manners, I should let go. Yeah, no longer a boy. Now I'm a teen. Banging against nothing. They're kind of making it like the king puppet is their god, though. Yeah. Oh yeah. I just beat him. No, I don't know.
Just kidding.
I wouldn't expect you to.
I wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't understand. My viewers are much smarter than you.
I don't even know if that's a lie or truth.
Neither do I. So it's gotta be a lie because I don't know if it's the truth and I said it. No, but for you folks, what's really interesting about this is that Nietzsche once played with the idea of the death of God. And if you really read The Death of God, it's not a happy story. When he talks about the madman in The Death of God who comes down, and he's the only one who kind of realizes what it truly means for there not to be a God anymore. It is not a nice, freeing experience he's speaking of. In fact, one of the things that he says that I believe is just, and it's Nietzsche, so obviously it's going to be profound. But one thing he says that is just absolutely profound is, who will wash the blood from our hands now? It makes me wonder. There's a lot of people who argue with atheists, and they say, you folks don't have a morality without God. And that's arguable. That's arguable. I know the arguments for both sides on that, Metaphorically, it's really tough for an atheist to have morality because, in the sense that morality as defined as something beyond human nature, you know, because God almost necessitates something above just the mere experience of humanity, you know. So in that way, I understand what they're arguing, you know. I think it was Voltaire who once said, you know, I don't believe in God, but I really hope my maid does. Anyway, what Nietzsche was saying, though, that was extremely profound, is who will wash the blood from our hands? So I posit this. Is there forgiveness for some of the most atrocious crimes without God? Forgiveness, rehabilitation. Does that exist without God? Who will wash the blood from our hands now? Don't you see? God is dead and we killed him. There's so much panic in his voice. And everybody else is like, haha, look at this. Look at this former believer. He doesn't realize we're better off. And aimless, rudderless. But the one thing that struck me, man, who will wash the blood from our hands? Okay, so, Lorenzi Arcade. Look at that. Is there a... Open the door! Yes! We have found the way. Although that sounded like a chainsaw. Buy anything your heart desires. Now, I must confess something to all of you. I did look up a great sword tier list because I was very curious if I'm wasting my time with this weapon. Because I really like this weapon, you know? I like its 2 stages, and I like its giant swing, you know? Well, the one of the tier lists I look at had this in S tier, so I guess I'm good to go, right? I can keep it. Best of both worlds, because I didn't know it was high tier. And I liked it, but I was worried about putting too much into it, because, you know, what if it's terrible down the line? And now I don't need to worry about that. It's a good weapon. That is my confession. Thank you for hearing my confession. You've been absolved. I've been absolved because I believe in God and the blood has been washed from my hands. There you go. Man, they're just all shocking you, Pinocchio. Alright, I need to find the wine for that lady. That's a third one shocking me. There's no luck today. Gotcha. Elements. Lorenzo Arcade, first floor key. Alright. And I was over there looking for the arcade like it's going to be some special thing, and it's like literally on the way. I'll use this. Dang it. There we go. Got that front kick off. Or forward for those Street Fighter fans out there. So I don't think this needed a key. Yeah. Oh, that was handy. Back attack? Nope. Ooh, decay. Okay, we've got decay here. Oh! It's nice that they open for me. So, bring us a little closer. Yeah, you're almost like begging me to jump down there, huh? Oh. Missed. Oof. When it started spitting like that, I had a inkling it was going to do that to me. Shucks. This place is going to need some thorough exploring. Oop. Wow, one shot him. Geppetto's spider sense is tingling. Sorry, butterfly. The other side. Still trying to take a look. Ugh. Damn. Damn. Now, the tier list could have been lying. Like, it could have just been one person's opinion. But I do think this thing is good. I do think this weapon is good. I do like its range, for sure. But since I was putting so much into it, I just wanted to get an idea if it was going to be worth it in the long run. Oh boy. This is the wine cellar. Yeah, not good. Huh. Wow. Okay, remember this guy waits. Alright, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Much better now. Oh, that actually looks really good. I haven't seen a gold defensive part like that. Does the weight go up that much? Oh, no, 3.2. Oh, I'm heavy now. Shucks. Gonna have to weigh my other... Yeah. I could bring this to 2.3. Strike damage will fall. Does this give me strike damage? Physical damage, period, reduction. Up by 4.25. So... I could bring this weight down. Up by 2, down by 3. But this one... Yeah, there we go. I can live with that. Alright, come on. Where's the wine? I have a feeling they're going to make it obvious. Does anyone find it ironic that I just grew up and now I'm like swimming in wine? What are they trying to say? Do what adults do. Lie and drink wine. There, now you're adulting. Yeah? No. The Monad Charity House concert. All of you are invited to the concert being held at the Monad Charity House. We pray for the successful opening of the exhibition. Children sponsored by the Monad Charity House have a message of love and hope for you all, for all of you. Don't miss the chance to listen to the most innocent performance in all of Krat. Date and time, place, Lorenzo Arcade Plaza, sponsored by Lady Isabella and Sophia M. All profits from the performance will go towards our less fortunate neighbors. That wasn't the wine. That wasn't the wine, Kevin. Shout out to anybody that knows that reference. That doesn't look good. Like, I'll be decaying as I go. I'm pretty sure I checked that thoroughly. That's a bummer. That was the wine cellar. And I did not see any bottle for that opera singer. Well, alright. Whoa, he turned around fast. And another one. That's awesome. Oh yeah, got it. You gonna explode? he did not. Oh, like there's like no shortcuts here. Oh man. He's like, who's making noise over there? Yeah, that looked good enough. Okay. Does feel like it's been a while since I've had a stargazer, so... Is there a person? There is. No person. Whoa, big whiff. That's not going to open. There's boxes in front of it. But I did check still. What can I say? It's the Final Fantasy player in me. Gotta check anyway. Man, what a bummer. I feel like I've left it. Like, yeah, shortcut. To what though? Which stargazer? Oh, right there. That's nice. Alright. 4. Okay. Scandal. V. The tragedy behind the flamboyance. Or Scandal 5. I think it's V. Few citizens of Krat do not know who V is. The crown prince of high society, the man who came up with the grand covenant of the automated puppets and built the best manufacturing company at the age of 18. The man who's always fancy and is passionate about making people laugh. V is the most hated and beloved man in Krat, but his innocent passion makes even his opponents sentimental. However, even fewer people are aware of the tragedy he experienced in his youth. The true nature of the death of V's parents were covered up. Officially, they're victims of a homicide during a mugging. Oh, it's Batman. Even though V's experienced such a tragedy in his youth, he grew up with a cheerful personality, it's not Batman, and became a well-known person from whom any parent would be proud of. However, there is no one who knows that V secretly requested for a case history every year, and that his request was always denied. Suspicion surrounded this tragedy at the time, and there is known to have been pressure from the workshop and the alchemists throughout the investigation. The most interesting hypothesis is that the murderer is not human. If this is true, it explains how the workshop of the alchemists' suspicious attempts to cover it up. It also explains how V has obsessed with the inventions and success from his youth. This is where the real tragedy of Krat lies. Even V, the richest and most influential in all of Krat, can't come close to their power. On the other hand, this fact includes another truth. Have you noticed? The state's censorship is keeping me from writing it, but as a writer, I'm curious if people are ready to accept the truth. The truth is that there's a murderer made of steel that walks among us. Perhaps our world of Krat is not such a safe place after all. That was the theme in iRobot with Will Smith, that it was like one of the puppets or one of the robots could kill. And it was like not possible, you know. Until it is, everyone. Until it is.
Who are you? A lost visitor? Or a looter who's arrived too? You look like a stalker. Stalker, visitor, looter, I don't
Just
care.
buy stuff. He just wants you to buy stuff. No way, this is the boss battle already. It's gotta be... Ah! Okay. I really don't want to reset everything. Not yet. Okay, no, not yet. Not yet. Look, we still have one. We can check out the wine cellar again before moving on, although I think I went forward instead of backward. I came out of a door. The one right across from this one? Yes, okay. I am looking for that wine. On a side note, tried wine before, didn't take. Didn't care for it. Don't understand what the appeal is. Right? It's like, oh, what kind of philosopher are you, right? Sorry. I am a philosopher, and I love Greek philosophy, but wine, whoa, I do not like that taste. It reminds me of Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Great juice that burns. See, my wife thought that was funny. That means she's smarter than all of you.
Big brain.
Damn it. I know it's got to be somewhere in here. She specifically talked about a wine cellar. Here. There's a bunch of wines here. Grab one, man. Look, there they are. Just grab one. Letting me down, Pinocchio. No. Oh, man. I know people who know already are like, come on, it's not going to be here, or move on, or you lost it a long time ago, you know? I did check up there. I thought I did pretty well investigating these things thoroughly. That I haven't been able to get to yet. It's just I don't want to reset yet. On the ceiling or anything? No. God. Alright, so I unlocked this. Let us continue. That's the decay that's going to build. Probably going to need to work on cleansing. That was actually helpful that they both went at the same time. Helped me line them up. Pop. Another shortcut. Yep. You seeing what I'm seeing over there? What is that? Yeah, I came from that way a while ago. But will not be turned around. Might as well pop this so I can start building another one. Wine again. Please be it. Greatest show on earth. Alright. The greatest show on earth is coming. The biggest show on earth is coming to Krat to make your heart race. Dear ladies and gentlemen, introducing the grand exhibition in Krat, the city of tomorrow, the center of a new age. State-of-the-art machines, balloons spread across the sky, and a popular performance that toured from across the great desert in the south to the country in the far east. Don't forget the essence of the automated puppet, the center of Krat's revival. The greatest show awaits you. Don't miss your chance to see the following exhibition gallery. Puppets of the Future, multi-purpose puppets, Vanini Tram, new Butler puppets, special exhibition gallery treasures from the Far East. If you wish to uphold these splendors, be sure to attend. Another cellar. Yes. Okay. And we hear something walking. I think I can reach her. Oh well. As soon as I get that, y'all gonna open up. No, you're gonna pop out. Whoa, that's a cool looking. Like a Joker, man. My man's a breaker. Oh, the rest popped out. Okay. Nope. Try to get out of there. Oh, shit. Whew, who knew he had that? I didn't. That sucked. That's cool. Ooh, I tried. Tried to bring up my guard in time, but that thing is really slow. I should have used the normal guard, then I might have gotten a parry. That was cool, though. I like how they set that up. Yeah. The break. Let's see. I got turned around. Shucks. Okay, that's the one that I saw before, right? And I was wondering. Which means I went down this way. This way, and down here, and Batman Ninja's Joker beat me. I do need to keep an eye on that, by the way. Yeah. That time I got it. Oh, shoot. I was completely out of stamina there. I was legitimately looking for this. Damn. That worked. Whew. Now, am I rewarded with the wine for that fight? Oh, that was creepy how that just opened like that. It was a change in the wind, everyone. Balance crank. And a bottle of wine.
Isn't the old woman
Yes.
a venerable lady looking for some wine? You know, like the wine you've got.
You don't gotta treat us like idiots. Oh, whoever made this. Like, seriously. It's like one of those modern movies that once they, like, reveal something, they give you a flashback. Hey, remember this? This is why this makes sense, everyone. It's an indication of a failing society. Hey, Pinocchio. Remember the old lady? Remember the old lady with the wine, Pinocchio? I think she wants the wine, Pinocchio.
Hello? Is anyone there? Calling any and all stargazers in the vicinity. Please respond. Over.
Sounds like Vanini.
Can you hear me? Really? Eviva, it actually worked. This has to be how the King of Puppets did it. How he called to the puppets and controlled them.
Through the stargazers,
I
huh?
can't believe you can transmit your voice through ergo waves. What a brilliant discovery. And you'll never believe what signal I've picked up over the ergo. A cry for help from the Grand Exhibition. Somehow someone survived. I'm suspicious too, but you have to investigate. What if it's some trapped innocent?
Yeah, I can. I want to bring the wine back, but I want to remember where I'm supposed to go. Alright, so left of the sign. Let's go bring the wine back to the old woman. So that's what that is right there. The shine, literally showing you the wine glass or the wine bottle. Alright, how many are following me? Quite a bit. That cough. Here, wine will do.
Lovely wee. Even in the bottle, it has a distinctive shade of red. Oh, thank you, young one. Every step is a struggle when you have the petrification disease. But this glimmer of happier days is priceless.
That's legitimate, by the way.
Oh, I almost forgot. Speaking of price, here's what I can spare. Please, take it.
Vanini commemorative coin. So it reminds me of a scene in one of my top 5 movies of all time, The Shawshank Redemption. In The Shawshank Redemption, disruptive shocker break, increase ergo acquisition and killing enemies, and gift. It's engraved with Venini's face, minted limited edition, like celebrities. Okay. They were the what was that? Hold on, I'm trying to get back. Now Hotel Krat, he wants to talk. Oh, let's go there. Oh, the main character is like eluding. He's like eluding my mind right now. Oh man, is it really that late? I have to listen to like Morgan Freeman's. I have to listen for Morgan Freeman's voice, and I'll remember the name of the main character, The Shawshank Redemption. Andy Dufresne. It's like there's a reason the way he says it just brings it back. Anyway, Andy, he made a deal with the guards, right? And all he wanted was just some suds, some beers, right? And for that moment, when they were on top of the building, it's like they forgot where they were. They forgot the hellhole they were in, the prison, and just, they could have been on any rooftop, working like a bunch of average Joes. And for just that little semblance of humanity, that little garnering of what they used to have meant everything to them. That's what that was right there. Absolutely legitimate, you know? And you could imagine in the apocalypse, you know, how much a person will pay just to have a semblance of what they had before.
Every item is a treasure of distinguished quality. Strike a light. You found a commemorative coin dating from the founding of the Venini Foundation. The Foundation is a sort of fan club, sir. A very limited number of these were minted for the original members.
It's so exclusive.
Well, once Master Venini established himself as the Prince of High Society, his popularity skyrocketed, and his signature coat and glasses were mass-produced.
I mean, I would argue that
This is one of the
title probably was earned first,
from
right?
the limited run. Take care
Wouldn't be able to hold that kind of title without some limit of fame,
You have
right?
restored Master Venini's lost collection. You've
Half Moonstone.
at the House of Venini.
Did that open up any other things to purchase? I guess not.
I know my way around.
I still don't have a full moon, huh? The full moon of the covenant. That's actually the full moonstone. Phrasing. Clock sword blade. That thing looks awesome, though. Is that a great sword? No, just a sword. But it still looks awesome. That's the one I bought, yeah? I kind of want to try it. Let's see if I can alter the handle. What is the handle? Bell of Provocation. Let's check it out. Ah, this looks like a fast one. Yeah. Pretty good sword, though. Yeah. Gotta respect it. And it does look like a timekeeper. A hand of a clock, which is pretty cool. It just screams a Victorian era. Gotta love the way they approach this game. Okay, so I'm slightly heavy right now, right? should help a little. How much to go again? 49. Let's see if I have any ergo. I do. I mean, I had a feeling. That's why I emptied everything. By the way, for those Dark Souls aficionados, is there a faster way to do this? Let me know in the comment section, which I have turned off. So good luck letting me know in the comment sections I have turned off. Yeah, yeah. Come on, I shouldn't have to tell you folks everything. Should be a way to reach me. Yeah. It's funny, as HDPhilosophy does have one. Purification. Special amulet purifies a puppet's special ailments. Attribute status ailments. Overheat, shock, decay, corruption. So that's the one I'm going to need when I'm walking through that. I'm walking through the decay. Enhanced resistance might be nice, though. Now, up is an emergency repair kit. I need to remember I have that, by the way. I might have done better against that Batman Ninja Joker that I had to deal with. Okay, that way. I made a note of that right there. I know. I have to go downstairs. Okay, that has the semblance of a boss fight. Is the Spectre near? Okay, let's go through the decay. It's funny is it looked like a side part. What led me to the cellar? It had like, it felt like a side mission. I had a feeling she could throw over. I'm not sure, but. Now, is telling the truth always synonymous with being rude? That's really interesting. I mean, obviously, in many circumstances, it is, you know? Especially with those white lies that we tell ourselves, you know? But, oh, did I miss that? Because, yeah, breakthrough. No? I never checked that, and it's this guy that breaks that open and they pop out. Nope, he broke out. I killed the one that was needed to break out. That's hilarious. Oh, that was odd. That should have hurt me right there. Like, since I killed her, that should have stopped me. But the game helped me out there, I guess. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right. It's rancid. Wait. I went upstairs already. I'm going to say I went upstairs already. Okay, resistance. At least a little bit of resistance. There we go. That was it. I'm gonna double check. That doesn't feel like that was much of a backtrack. Oh, back to Stargazer. I see. Well, I want to go back, but they just keep showing up. Okay. All right, I feel like I've checked. I don't know. There's that one stage, that one side piece, that side part that had the decay all around it, and I don't think I've gone there yet. So if I open that door and I don't end up backtracking, there we go. I'm gonna have to come back here and double check. 9,000, I just saw it. 9,147. Level up and then come back here. I hear them to the left. I hope there's a boss fight, though. That'd be nice. Oh, tomorrow's Sunday and it's my day off. That's so nice. I did.
I'll use my power gel.
Today I was meditating on the concept of doing what one wants to do. I was in the car and I help my dad out quite a bit. And the things that like my daughter wants and my son wants and my wife wants, I'm often doing my duty as a father, as a husband, as a son. And, you know, I was in the car and I was kind of thinking, you know, would I go every Sunday for breakfast just to meet my dad special? If it was just me, like if it was just my own inclination, if it wasn't a semblance of duty or responsibility or anything like that. And I started thinking like, I mean, you should want to, right? You should want to go out. And I was like, well, I mean, wants. Is it important to want to? Or is it even better to do it from the semblance of duty? Like, no, I'm going to take care of my dad because that's what a good son would do. Well, do I want to? What does it matter what I want to? People do, adults, do what they have to do. Or the good do what they have to. Sometimes do what they must, right? So that kind of popped in my head.
The exhibition theme was automatic puppets and city of the future. The plan was to showcase and demonstrate the most advanced technology in Krot. But you know the rest. You can't hold an exhibition in a city that's fallen into utter chaos. And now the whole city is an exhibition of a nightmare.
A person wrapped up in themselves makes for a small package. Yeah? That was a great idea. Zombicide Liza P, huh? Zombicide is a great game. Highly recommend it. After playing like 1 or 2 games, you can start making your own characters. One of my favorites was our medieval one, where I was Darth Vader, going and fighting a dragon. That was sick. Well, it's what pops in my head, and that is something I tell my fellow viewers. If it pops in my head, I'm going to do my best to be open and honest and say it. The dark thoughts win too often. She banned off of Twitch immediately.
Neither confirm nor deny. Accusations related to me.
I know, I remember telling my coach, I'm not going to go on Twitch. There's all that, those like dancers and stuff. I'm a professor. I have a status in the world. I try to do things that, like, that wouldn't disappoint my kids, you know? It's like Twitch is just debauchery right now. And he's like, gee, thanks. Like, well, that is one of the side effects of just saying things in my mind, right? I don't mean to be rude. Man, I'm telling the truth. And there we go again, right? The truth is rude. There we go. I've just solved the lies of P. If I don't want to lie, just select everything that seems mean. Ooh, did not expect that. Oof, that surprisingly hit me. If I had that, he would have been dead. Oh, he's dead anyway. Not a sharp cartridge. Boom. Higher weight? Of course it's more weight. And now I'm heavy. Ah! But, like, everything goes up. Oh, man. How heavy? Super heavy. Boom, 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 boom. I know. I often wonder how many people get the references. Ooh, look at that roll. Look. The references that I make with the sound effects.
Only the coolest people.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, well. Man, there's even a lot to explore here too, yeah? Yeah, I could go all the way to that hall over there. Well, let's try to at least focus on this side of the map. Legion magazine. Oh. Oh, that's gonna take me. Yeah, okay. Oh, I know. And I was like, this has a semblance of continue on in the story as opposed to a side part of the map. Alright. Okay. And that's just on the assumption that they wouldn't put a trolley on a side road, you know? That's an irritating sound. I would go crazy and want to kill everyone too. Yes, you should. It's like the show we watched yesterday. You know, one day I'm going to kill all of you. Yeah, if you do it during the Christmas time, I get 2-to-1 odds. Yeah, that was great. Oh, okay, I can't open it, so I have to go and then come back here. Ah, that's that Metroid vibe right there. Pop. Cannot go to Brainstar just yet. Need to explore and fight Ridley a couple more times, and then that'll open up that section. If they haven't noticed, I've got like gray coming out of the side of my beard.
Yeah, but that could be stressing you. You are married to me.
I don't know how to answer that.
Trying not to lie.
Try not to lie. No, because a part of me believes that you make me younger. I mean, so they say like married men live longer. And I think, what's that guy? Bill Maher, he was like, well, yeah, like neutered cats live longer too. So, you know. But also at the same time, I'm like, well, I mean, do I take less chances? I don't know. I went to graduate school. I took a lot of chances to be something greater than I was before, you know? It's not like when we were together and I had kids, I didn't still go to the bar and, you know, do things I probably shouldn't have done in a drunken stupor.
I would like to see this ratios for successful men that are single versus successful men that are married.
That'd be interesting, you know. How about successful men that remain married?
Yeah, married to the same one.
Correct.
Married to when you started the endeavor.
I know. I remember watching this debate where one guy was like, when you get to the top of the mountain, I mean, why do I have to only pick one person? Well, it's like, well, what are your goals, man? You know? Are your goals to actually have a deep, intimate relationship with a single person? Or is your goal to be like, mess around and have multiple families? Because, yeah, that always works out. Well, one thing I find hilarious is that they often cite the Bible. And I was like, did you read the Bible? What happens to the people who marry many women? The first instance, I believe, in the Bible, in Genesis, where a person ends up having 2 wives, it's like the entire world is wiped out. Just a little while later. Yeah, okay, that worked out. But on a side note, there are people who are just like, there's just infighting, you know? It's like, well, of course there's infighting. You never know which one the father loves the most, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, who's his real family? There's always that argument of who's the real family, you know? Yeah. But then the other people's argument is probably like, well, if you were, then they wouldn't need me.
Right.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, birds of a feather.
I listen to you enough.
You do. That's so funny. That reminds me of like when my students would talk to our kids. Oh yeah, is that your father? Oh man, that must be so cool. You know all that philosophy he talks to you about in the classroom? Yeah, we get that all the time.
All day, every day, every moment is a teachable moment.
Every moment's a teachable moment. See, but I don't know if that's because I'm a philosopher or because I'm a father. See?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with a little bit of A strengthened by a lot of B.
Little bit of A strengthened by a lot of B. So a little bit of philosophy strengthened by a lot of father. Had to make sure I had the factors on the right page. I love that didn't stop. Yeah, the former and the latter. Oh, hello. Run. Okay, spin, boom, boom, boom. Get rid of you. Just about to get rid of him. Boy, now I call foul. That should hit him. took that. Alright, man, now it's you and me. Oh, I did not know that's what it did. Come on, shock him. One more. So that's what it does. Okay. I thought you threw that thing. Just how to get to the second part. Oh, Jiminy. Jiminy's spider sense is tingling again.
Cricket have spider senses?
He does. He's a special little cricket. But I'm trying to get him help. You're worried about leaving a better kid for your... It's not my fault. You listen to him all the time, so some of that stuff gets stuck in my head. I wonder if he would, like... I wonder if he would want to know that I've used him before in, like, my discussions on addiction in my philosophy class. Yes, Tom McDonald, I have used your example, wonderful example, of autonomy and drug addiction in my medical ethics class. So I don't know if that would flatter you or insult you. I doubt it would insult you. You seem like a really stand-up individual. Strength damage. Oh, motivity. That's nice, because that'll... Ooh, but would I get rid of my max HP or dodge low? I mean, eventually I need to take off the gloves, right? So let's take off the gloves now. Let's bring the HP back down. Ooh. Pop. Yeah, so, I mean, I might as well continue. The example that I used. We were talking about autonomy and paternalism because those are really big topics in medical ethics. Specifically because if you analyze ethical theory, general will or utilitarianism-focused ethics versus Kantian ethics, which focuses on autonomy, right? Really can be boiled down to... Hold up. Oh, that went right into that. Autonomy gets its structure from having reason as its foundation, and this is what I mean. You need to be able to act with reason in order for you to have autonomy. Your self-rule, your self-law, the autonomous, the nomos is the law. Law is only applicable if you are thinking rationally. And that comes from, like, ancient Greek philosophy. Plato believed what law was rationality to the masses. So you can think of kind of like morality as it relates to many individuals as reason applied to many individuals. All right, so what does that mean? That means if one does not have the reason, if one is not able to think clearly, then they're almost like they're rudderless. They're pulled on the seas of desire. Wherever their desire goes, that's where they go. So what keeps us in line is our ability to reason, to make decisions that aren't slave to our desires. So one of the discussions in autonomy and paternalism was, what are the implications of ceding autonomy to rationality? Well, that means if a person is not rational, we have an obligation to get them to the point of rationality again, so they can make decisions and express their moral law within, you know? Der bestimmte Himmel über mir und das moralische Gesetz in mir. So the moralische Gesetz in mir, that moral law within me, is what one ought to aspire to get them back to. You know, what a terrible sentence that was. Anyway, get them back into a place where they can think rationally, you know? All right, so one of the great examples of one of my favorite songs from Tom MacDonald. My wife listens to Tom MacDonald, and this was one of my favorite songs from him, is Church. Because one of the lyrics, one of the things you can hear in the lyrics, I pray on my way to the liquor store that they'd lock the door, 'cause I'll lay in my grave if the whiskey pours like it did before. And that is just, you can hear the fear in his voice. The fact that he is asking for some divine influence to intercede on his behalf, because based on his own desires, he cannot stop. So I ask my upcoming nurses, is this individual free? Is this individual making free decisions? Clearly not, right? And he even acknowledges in the song, he even acknowledges that he's not making free decisions. He's praying to God that the store be closed, because if it's open, he will go and he will drink, and he knows it's only a matter of time until he's dead. I pray on my way to the liquor store that they'd lock the door, 'cause I'll lay in my grave if the whiskey pours like it did before. Just wow. Those lyrics knocked me on my butt when I first heard them. And so I ask the nurses, I ask my students, in this case, because these kind of drugs exist, what is the responsibility of healthcare, with the understanding that, one, the way we define freedom is a person acting their moralisch Gesetz, their moral law within, one. And two, we have these drugs on the market that absolutely strip one of their autonomy and make them slaves to their desires. Wonderful discussion. Absolutely wonderful discussions. All right, so I know this is where I came from before, but doesn't look like I can go around. So, and that's just me being honest, everyone. Some of you may not like that rapper. Some of you may look down on me because I've listened to them. And yes, I have listened to him. My wife listens to him all the time, but I have listened to him too. That is a great song. Huh. Okay. So I've went there and I've went there. Looks like this one is still up. All right. I don't like that this person comes back. Okay. Nope. I just pressed it too. See, I know this is the bomb. These are the bomb people. Wow, he is following. Jeez. Nope. These guys come back too, eh? Oof. And then back out here. Ugh. Didn't see this one before. Oosh. Sometimes in order to find your way, you must backtrack. Find out where you lost your way. One, two, three. Oh my goodness. On a beam, eh? Wait.
I get the puppets, but what are the monsters doing here?
There's a lady over there.
I get the puppets, but what are the monsters doing here? Don't come any closer.
Belle.
You're not one of them. Are you here to save me?
No.
Grand exhibition jerks are not to be messed with. Especially after they took that drug.
Okay.
Then there are those biological experiments. Oh, how horrid. I can't reveal everything, but suffice it to say that I can escape on my own if you clear the way a bit. Please, wipe out all those mongrels.
Okay, so I saw the... on the other side, that side, yeah. I'm not going to be able to get here. No. Alright, looks like I am fencing this guy. You're alright. That's right, I sang Tom McDonald. Yeah. Now I was like, I don't care. I don't care if people think he's controversial. That is an amazing song. Oh no, I did not just fall down. Ah! Sucks. No, it's not your fault. As funny as like I got through the hard part with the big sentinel, and then I fell there. And why? I took my eye off the ball for just that little while. It's bad form. Man, do I have to really go all the way around? Yeah, because I didn't knock a shortcut down. I saw that right there. No, get this. Get this. Thank you. Was there something in here? I thought I saw something glowing in there. Jesus. Yeah, I saw Jesus glowing. That's not what I did. That's what I wanted to do. I thought I saw glowing through here, but I guess not. Yeah, there's a lot of consequences with seeding autonomy onto the tethers of reason. I mean, I think it's right, and we all kind of understand that. We all kind of understand that one is not freely choosing if they're just ruled by their desires. We inherently know that as human beings. And people say philosophy doesn't answer questions. Well, if freedom exists, it's clearly from the rational faculty that freedom exists, not from the anthropological side. Not from the beastly side. Oh. It'll only work if he gets to hit me too. That's how it's fair. I have all of these. 2, 3. No, he like spins twice. Okay. See, that's the problem, is that big swing that gets in the way. Alright, big boy. I just, like, literally watched him do that. And I fell. Tried to, like, jump back when he did that. Okay. A brighter note, the ergo will be right there. This is a long way, though, without a shortcut. Having it... Oh, it's up there. Great. This is a long way without a shortcut, though. That's frustrating. Okay, come on already. Well, yeah, and then this guy. Yeah, because he can just keep throwing me down. He's not even moving anymore. He's not even moving forward. He's just staying right there. That's probably because I'm running too fast. Do I really need to fight these guys in order to lure this guy out? Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Frustrating. There. So, actually, if I come out there and come up here, that's somewhat of a shortcut. That is a better shortcut. Oh, God. Oh, man. I hate this form of this, though. That's fair. That's fair. Frustrating. But they know what they're doing. They know why they're putting a guy like that on the... right there in that skinny... what is that called? Beam? I guess there's a better name for it. Girder? Garter? I had no idea he was going to turn the corner like that. There we go. As soon as I get the successful strike forward, the next one's pretty much guaranteed. Okay. Not really. Why? What's going on? Oh, come on! I was holding left. That was like a Mega Man back push. Tylenol, right here. There you go. Yep. I took care of him the first time because I was able to like thrust, and then try to stay parallel to him. But ever since then, he's been like moving to the side. Acid's not a good one. I'm gonna have to turn back to electric. Are you kidding me? I bounced off the side this time around. Come on, come on. Awesome. Take your time, Pinocchio. Yeah, take your time. Trying to lure him off of there, but nope. Yeah, it's such a cheap place to put this guy. And not like cheat, I mean like cheap. It is a cheap place to put a guy who's holding up like 2 shields like that. Every time I'm actually gonna get a good hit, the game decides I get ricocheted. The game is deciding I get ricocheted. Had to bring him like all the way out here. Yeah. Not when it takes me that many potions for one bad guy. Yeah. Like, not even a boss either. A crappy little bad guy. Wow, come on! Oh, man. Oh, man. Everything has pushback. And the recovery legitimately reminds me of Mega Man. Yeah. When he get pushed back, like Mega Man, he would get hit and then he would like, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Boom. Okay. I guess that's a shortcut. Oh, great. Who's down here? That guy. Oh, one of three. Resurrection champion Victor has returned. Circus ad. The man who stood at the pinnacle of life, champion Victor, has returned. Do you remember the great wrestler Victor? The Hercules of Krat, the man who never backed down, even when pitted against a lion and a bear. A veteran warrior who painted the circus with your cheers and applause. Victor is coming back to us. Victor's incurable illness that came suddenly a few years ago saddened all Krat citizens. Everyone learned that he's human after all, and fate can't be avoided. But with the help of the alchemist and the medical science, champion Victor is back from the dead. The illness can't bother him anymore. The steel-like will and superhuman power that defied fate. The world's strongest man, Champion Victor, is coming back to us. His big return match is with none other than an automated puppet. This coming full moon, witness what's sure to be a legendary moment of a man who stood at the pinnacle, besting even a machine. Only a few spots left. Hurry and buy your tickets now. Are we going against Hercules? Puppet Hercules? Is that what's happening? Is this him? No. Puppet Hercules incoming. He's going to break that down and fight me, isn't he? And there's another one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Gotcha. I do like the AGs. I just wish it was a little faster. Okay. Didn't even hear that open. And you? No. Oh, I was so gonna attack that guy. And then he shot me. I probably should have attacked him. Ass. Okay, it's like, okay, who's real and who's not? Oh, come on. You. Alright. I'll take it. Okay, who's next? You? No? Are you not entertained? Is there no one else?
Well, they saw what you did to that first guy.
Yeah, that guy kicked my ass. So you'd think they'd have bloodlust.
He's the best guy.
Yeah. Oh, another riddle, everyone.
Another fine day in the city of Krog. But I wonder, my friend, just where you've been? Ah. If your goal is to study the human condition, there's no better way than my riddle position. You know how it is. It's time for a quiz.
He has a riddle position, everyone. Did you read that in the Kama Sutra?
You over the barrel. But get this one wrong and you will be in peril. So, answer correctly or tango with danger. But when you quiz with the king, danger's no stranger. Now, listen closely and heed the king's speech, or the answer to this one will stay out of reach. Think about this. Whatever it takes. What cannot be used before it breaks? Correct!
An egg.
You were once such a fool, yet you've gotten so clever.
That's my
Have you
kitty.
found?
I'm a
In
Virgil.
this city, there are those who wish to crack the shell and be reborn. How about you? Can you awaken and break free of the shell that is your puppet's body? Oh, it's a frightfully difficult question, huh? So, I'll reward you with a hint. At the Grand Exhibition, you now must behold all 10 fingertips of the Woman of Cold. Look close before she escapes your notice. Then I'm done with you. Mostly.
No. What's interesting about like the breaking the shell, it reminded me of the Phaedo for Plato, Plato's Phaedo. It's basically when Socrates was already found guilty from some trumped up charges of corrupting the youth and believing in the gods that weren't of the city, so impiety. When people hear corrupting the youth nowadays, they usually think of, and especially being that he was in ancient Greece, they think of something like debauchery. No, it was teaching the youth how to argue. And that was the corruption. Because one thing I did not like about Socrates is that, I mean, Socrates was a sophist first, but still, he was more like a gadfly in that the people who thought they knew something, he kind of irritated them like a gadfly. And in the same way, the rider was knocked off of Pegasus as he was riding towards the heavens by a gadfly. The Zeus sent a gadfly down. So the metaphor there being when somebody's about to reach true knowledge, they're knocked off by the gadfly. Anyway, in the Phaedo, Socrates is dying. And when they were talking about fearing death as relates to the breaking from one's shell, Socrates is like, why should I fear death? The body has gotten in my way my whole life. And what he means is the same thing I was discussing before, as ration and reason being the only true thing we have, the only true freedom that we get to express. He was like, the body is constantly pulling down my reason, whether I'm hungry, whether I'm thirsty, whether I'm angry, whether I'm sad. I can't think clearly because of the body's webs or its puppet strings pull me all over the place. In death, it is either nothing at all, or I'm going to meet all of these people from before. And more importantly, I won't have the body holding me back. And in addition to this, a philosopher who dedicates themselves to knowledge and seeking knowledge through reason is closer to death than anyone else. So break free from the body may be this metaphor of finally breaking the chains that your body holds you prisoner of the mind, the prisoner of the mind, or prisoner within reason. And then we have a riddle that we can check out later on. So that'd be interesting to see how they play with it. I mean, we've already had puppets on golden strings, manipulated by but see, their golden strings was being manipulated by other puppets. So, I legitimately dodged into those 4 shots, into the next 4 shots, and into the next 4 shots. If there was a barometer on how well somebody dodged, I got 0 there. I feel like I'm doing well, double checking everything. Oh. They move. No, just this one moves? The Trinity key. What was the last Trinity key? Oh. The chandelier. The chandelier. King of Puppets. Yes, I'm a visual learner. I have to envision where it all started again. Oh. Thank you. Jeez. Thank you, Aegis. That helped me there. The next couple of levels are going straight to life to get that HP back. Man, I feel like I have been running forward and not searching for a long time now. Oh. Wow. And I still have to go back to the other one, too. Oh, you're strong. Okay. That is a really cool looking puppet, though. Yeah, that was cool looking. Order of Crowd Report 103. No one knows when the inorganic cluster structure called the Crowd snuck its roots in Krat. The first documented record is 600 years ago, when there was a ground collapse in the west of Krat. The people who collected the bodies of the farmers and mules who died found unknown minerals and ruins at the bottom of the pit, but they don't know their value at the time. They didn't know their value at the time. After the alchemists of the Isle settled down, the Devil's Pit, known as the Relic of the Trismegistus, Trismegistus, was revealed to be the ergo mine of tremendous value. Until then, Crowd was deemed a mere stalagmite with the ergo components, so it was nothing special. Unlike ergo, it doesn't have power, it's difficult to process, and absorbs precious ergo spores, so it was more of a hassle. However, after the spread of the petrification disease, things suddenly changed when Crowd grew exponentially to be a threat to the foundation of the city. Even now, Crowd is growing. It's early to hypothesize, but I wonder if Crowd is some mineral life that consumes ergo. How else can we explain the abnormal growth? Or a ruins defense device that reacts to anomalies? Maybe. The ruins were veiled in secrecy for too long. We still don't know much about those cursed ruins. Crowd is still growing. We need a solution. All right. Or crod. And so proud is spelt that way, so it's like crowd to me. Alright, well, I did double back to get that. Okay. That was on that side. Doesn't look like there's one on this side. And I still feel like that area that had the decay in the arcade, still haven't gone back there. I mean, there's so much more to search for still. Whew. Okay, I don't see a specter thing, so I think I'm okay. Oh, no. You may not go that way. Your princess is in another castle. Okay. Alright. You're fast. Okay, you're tough too. Oh! Okay, I'm out of AGs. Would have been good to know that before. That's gonna hurt too. Okay, back up, back up, back up, back up. Oh, Superman. I'll take it. Oh, wrong one I hit. Oh, well, I do have two of them. Oh, nice. I will take it. A shortcut. Beautiful. The Sturdy Krat supply box. Yeah, I'm going to go to the Stargazer. Wow, we're at 2 hours already. Huh. How's a quick 2 hours? Should at least get us to the bad guy, and then I'll go back and grab the golden fruit and stuff, but you folks don't need to follow me for that. That's boring. Oh, wait, there's that thing again? No. I don't need to. It's like, even completionists don't beat those guys. I don't have to beat them every time, you know? People looking for games in Dragon Ball? Yep. Ever since I started getting into Lies of P, I haven't been playing a lot of Dragon Ball, and there is the boss. Okay, so we made it. We made it, everyone. At 2 hours and 3 minutes, I think we're going to end after I read this. Crumpled Baptist Doodle. Ergo hearts connect minds with wavelengths that transparent fullness where lies cannot exist. It's like a poem. Ergo hearts connect minds with wavelengths, that transparent fullness where lies cannot exist. Is that the new true world of a forced prison? Maybe I won't be able to think free, laughing in my head or running away. Ergo hearts connect minds with wavelengths. That's funny. For some reason, that makes me think of that Matthew McConaughey movie where... Oh, I'm trying to think of the movie's name now. Where the female character, she was talking about the connection of love and how the love that binds two people binds them throughout space and time. And if you think about it like as a wavelength, that's a wavelength that is not impeded by distance and things like that. Ergo hearts connect minds with wavelengths. That transparent fullness where lies cannot exist. Minds Yeah, you know where lies also cannot exist? In the Garden of Eden. They're only in the Garden of Eden. You don't get to lie because you're unaware. You're kind of unconscious. You have to first bite from the tree, which is the knowledge of good and evil, in order to deceive. But also with the deception, with the knowledge of morality comes deception, but also comes shame as well, because it's only after they ate the fruit that they could see that they were naked. Is that the new true world or a forced prison? Where you cannot tell a lie, where you're forced to tell the truth all the time? In a way, I guess it's prison, but it's not. If you think about prison, so I remember having this discussion where I was like, you know what it means to not be free. Technically a person in prison can still think their own thoughts, but are they free? No, of course they're not free. But then there's other people that are like, we are born and everywhere in chains, which is Rousseau, right? And it's like, well, if free will is going to mean anything, it has to be defined within this realm, or it doesn't exist at all, or forced prison. It's like, well, some people think rules are forced prisons, but rules literally create the games that they govern, What is football without the rules? It's literally the rules that create football. You don't have a quarterback, you don't have a wide receiver, you don't have a running back without the rules that create their positions, Maybe I won't be able to think free. Is it truly free? And then why would you want that kind of freedom? Why would you want that kind of freedom if everything is chaos? That's not free. That's turmoil. Laughing in my head or running away. So I'll probably backtrack, level up a little bit, maybe figure out that riddle right there. But as far as episode 10, this ends episode 10. On episode 11, we're going to go fight that bad guy right there, which may be like Robot Hercules or something like that. I thank you all for everyone who joins me in these episodes, watching some moral philosophy professor play through a game like Lies of P, And as usual, take some time with the classics because they'll awaken that hidden dragon within all of you. Have a great one, and I'll see you next time.